Okay, fifth graders, 4.3. Let's do it. Actually, this one you won't have to do a lot of, but let's take a look here. It says Maria has 4 garden plots, 1, 2, 3, 4, and each is 0.7 of an acre in area. What is the total area of the garden plots? Well, what's 0.7? 0.7 is the same thing as 70%. Okay, and so I could just take one of these garden plots here, and if each one of these is 10, and I know it is, I need to do 70 of these. There's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. So from here on over, I would color these in. And I wonder if I have just a little thicker I could use here, like a blue marker. All right, so there's 70 filled in. Now, as how can you represent multiplying a decimal and a whole number? So 4, it'd be 4 times 7. So I could fill out 0.7 on each one of these, and I suppose that would be one representation. If I wanted to actually figure out what the answer would be by using a model, I think it'd be better just to continue on adding another 0.7. So what I mean by that is I'd fill in 7 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right to there. So that's 2 of them. I have 14 of these filled in. And then I could do another 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That'd be 21. Huh? 21 of these would be filled in. And then finally 28. So you guys see what's going on here. This is more just an example, and I think most of you understand it. It says the decimal grid shows 10 tenths. Monica says the decimal grid shows 100ths. 100 hundredths. Who's correct? Both. Both are correct. Explain both, comma, because 10 tenths is 100, and 100 hundredths is also 100. All right, next page. Okay, how can I use models to find 4 times 0.36? And so they give you an example here. Down below, multiplying 4 times 0.36, so here's 3 and then 6 more of these blocks, and we're adding those together, and then they just add the colors together, and you end up with 1 and then 0.4, and this represents the 100ths place. So this is the 1. These are the 1/10ths, or I could write it as 4 over 10, or 4/10ths, because each one of these is a 10. And this is the 100ths. So this would be the same as 4 over 100, or 4 100ths. And so the answer is 1.44. And I'm not going to worry about the bottom here. Let's go to the next page. We're on page 139 now. It says multiplying is 4 times 0.36 less or greater than 4. Well, this is important, this first one here. What's 4 times 1 equal? Well, that equals 4. So 4 times 2, well, you know that equals 8. So anything larger than 1 is going to be 4 or greater. So if I multiply 4 by something a little bit less than 1, something that's a decimal, like 0.5, you know that's going to be less than 4. What is 4 times 0.5? Well, that's the same thing as 4 times a half. What's that going to be? What's half of 4? 2. So it will be less than 4 because 0.36 is less than 1. And anything multiplied by 1 is itself. Anything multiplied by something greater than 1, it will be larger, and anything less than 1, it will be less. So a lot of these you will not have to do because they don't give you enough room. It says find the product. You may use place value blocks to help. So I'm not worried about that. I just want you guys to find the answer. And 6 and 7. Find the product, use place value blocks to help. So 6 and 7, they're telling you to use place value blocks. So for this one, there's a 2 hole and a 3 hole. So I'm gonna put 2 blocks right here, 1, and you can do the same thing. And for this one here, I'm gonna put 3 blocks, 1, 2, 3. And then you can represent what would be 0.45 of each block here and 0.55 of each of these 3 blocks. And then I'm not worried about place value blocks for these because they don't give you enough room, but I'd like you to solve 8 through 19. And the last page, let's take a quick look. A city is building 3 parks in a new subdivision. Each park will be 1.25 acres. How many total acres will the 3 parks be? Well, right off the bat, you know it's going to be 3 times 1.25. They're not asking you to estimate. They want an exact answer. And we could just do it the standard way, 1.25 times 3. Let me show you something here. When we multiply with the decimal, we could just look at this as 125 times 3, and that everybody should be able to do. 3 times 5 is 15, put down the 5, carry the 1, 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7. 3 times 1 is 3. Now, how many decimal places are there that we didn't factor in? 1, 2. And so I just move this over 2 places. Starting from here, I move this direction. So the answer is not 375, but 3.75. So just think about how many decimal places there were in what you're multiplying, and then apply that to your answer. And you do that without fail, and every time you multiply some decimals. It says, write a multiplication equation that matches the shading on the grid. Oh, interesting. I'll let you guys think about that one and try that one on your own. Number 23, Jen multiplied 9 by 0.9, yeah, thank you, honey, 0.989 and got an answer of 89.01. How can you use estimation to show what Jen's answer is wrong? To show that Jen's answer is wrong, what mistake do you think she made? Well, I actually just want you to multiply 0.989 times 9. So what did I say to do earlier? Just write 989 and multiply that by 9. 9 times 9 is 81. Put down the 1, carry the 8. 9 times 8 is what? Isn't that 72? 72 plus 8 is 80. Put down the 0, carry the 8. 9 times 9 is 81. Plus 8 is 89. And how many decimal places are there? I'm just going to count, and I'm going to count till I get to the far right. So 1, 2, 3. So then I'll just start right here. 1, 2, 3. So 8.901. She did not count over enough decimal places. Because she had 89.1 and I got oh, wait a second. Did I make a mistake? And answer 89. I think I made a mistake somewhere. That doesn't make any sense now. Huh. Well, my brain's not working. I haven't had enough coffee. I'm going to cheat here real quick and use my phone, and you guys can watch me use my phone. Let's see here. Let's look. What do we got here? We have 9 times point. Oh, I'm thinking 90. So 9 times 0.989 times 0.989 equals, and what do we have here? 8.901. Oh, I was right. Why am I second guessing myself here? So, and she got, yeah, she didn't count over enough decimals. 8 point, yeah, that was exactly right. I don't know why. Brain dead, I was right. She did not count over enough decimal places. All I can blame it on is not having enough coffee. And let's see here, 24. A and B. Anita needs 5 pounds of bananas to make banana bread for a bake sale. Each pound of bananas costs 50 cents. Okay. How can Anita use place value blocks to find the total cost of the bananas? What is the total cost? So I'm not worried about this. Just give me what is the total cost. If you want to use place value blocks, you can. Scratch that, B out, and I just want the answer. However you want to find it. Okay. Recording done.